Her name is Mikayla Evans. She's called Jane Doe 1, in a lawsuit against Johnson City's police chief, and she believes there was a purpose when her life was spared in a 5-story fall from a downtown Johnson City condominium window. I definitely shouldn't have lived, and I definitely shouldn't be walking at all, and if nothing else, I was brought back to take this monster down, to help people, Evans said. By this monster, Evans was referring to Sean Williams in the lawsuit filed June 23, 2023, in U.S. District Court in Greenville. It was Williams' 5th-story condominium window Evans fell, or in her view may have been pushed from early the morning of September 19, 2020. And it is Williams who, according to former federal attorney Kat Dahl's lawsuit, Johnson City Police either incompetently or corruptly failed to investigate allegations of crimes ranging from multiple rapes to drug dealing. Evans said she believes the allegations in Dahl's lawsuit that Williams likely drugged multiple women he met in downtown Johnson City and raped them in his condominium. She thinks she was not sexually assaulted in his condo that night, but said she's convinced that was what she'd been brought there for. "I can tell you right now, I was not sexually assaulted or raped," Evans said, adding that she received results of a rape kit test that was conducted. What she's not sure of and suspects is that she was drugged. Some tests were not performed, which some things, that happened, it probably wouldn't have mattered, Evans said. But I have called myself to talk to them and ask if I was tested for GHB, roofies, Rohypnol, ketamine, something like that, and they said no, that was not requested to do. All 3 drugs are among the most commonly used date rape drugs. Dahl's lawsuit claims Dahl fruitlessly pressed for Johnson City Police Department leaders to investigate more than a half-dozen women's very similar claims that Williams had drugged and assaulted them. "I've tried to get people to listen to me, for somebody to help me, and I didn't have the proof is what I kept getting told," Evans said. "He's definitely a monster that I wish I had never ever met in my entire life." Even as she came to consciousness after days of being kept sedated at Johnson City Medical Center, Evans said she was being contacted by people who spoke about Williams's penchant for picking up women and drugging and assaulting them. "I was having people message me themselves," Evans said. "Not necessarily other women that had been a victim, but just people in general. Hey look, he's raped women." This is what's said allegedly. Dahl's lawsuit mentions the likelihood of dozens of victims. Evans, who's never met Dahl, doesn't dispute the estimate or the lawsuit's contention that Williams's actions and modus operandi were well known in certain circles.